And I want to bring all of you back because, as you know, um, you're the gift. Uh, you know, you're the blessings in our lives to be able to share this today. And I want to just quickly, before I introduce Mateo, um, remember what the gift of the technology is, which is really the most exciting thing of all. So let me take it a little bit from the top. There's also a couple of changes. For those of you that are brand new, I just do want to just always start with this. I want someone to make sure they get this part at hello, right? And then we'll go from there into a little deeper dive. Okay. So, um, if what I like to say to people is you can take virtually, whether you're in insurance, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in direct selling, whether you're affiliate marketing, whether you're in DocuSign, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a public speaker, whether you're a teacher, whether you're a church, every time you do a webinar, every time you have a point of contact with someone, you always are engaging with someone because you want to move something forward. And ever since COVID, right, when we went from the world of offline to online to the point where now today 550 million people a day are having an experience just like we are right now, up until 100 days ago or more, the experience was static, wasn't dynamic. No one could take any action. No one can touch the screen. No one can sign a contract. No one can buy a product. No one can roll in a program. No one can teach and learn in an interactive experience as if you were sitting in the kitchen table of someone's house. That's what we were determined to change. And that's what you're looking at today. So if you're brand new, again, feel free to touch the screen and realize most importantly is that as the host, I can also be in control of the screen. So this isn't Zoom with a buy button. This isn't Google Meet where turn turn a meeting into chaos because you can't get anyone to pay attention to you. Literally anytime you can go from I'm in control to my guests are in control to let's just talk. Right? That's the fundamental perspective. Right? Second thing is we just know everyone can't make it live. Right? I mean, even though Helene made it today at 7 o'clock in the morning, California time, right? We can't expect that for everyone to do that. So just so you know, we can do the same thing in a recording. That's right. You don't even have to be there. So it's live and interactive, recorded and interactive, and you can actually turn the pages, actually explain where and what you want people to do. And that is, again, our core experience, right? Third, not everyone wants to do a webinar, right? What are people who love to send texts? People who love to send emails? You always mock people who send emails. You know, there's still 400 billion emails sent every single day. But the truth is, 25% of them are actually open and read because they're sent by somebody you know to somebody you know, or an important company that you're working with. So, still a very important piece of communication. But guess what? It's not interactive. It is now. So live and interactive, recorded interactive webinar, interactive text, interactive email. And then just to please my 23-year-old son, I have to address social media, right? And so for all those people who can broadcast to Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and anything else that ends in cram that I don't even know the end of the last four letters are, right? They're great at getting an audience because they're all having their narcissistic moment. They're terrible at conversion. And so I could tell you that he was never interested in what I was doing until I said to him, what if you could put a button on your broadcast that says, join my VIP room, meet me now, where he likes to sell his t shirts and caps? He actually said, I'll actually show this to my friends now. So whether you're 25 or 55, whether you're internet, text, or social media, this platform really is a touch point platform. It's the point of contact platform to make that happen. And so that to me is an essence. And one of those things, right, that we like to say is really critical is, oh, what are all the barrier entrances once you have the point of contact, right? And so we also know that language translation, right, was always a big issue, and that people always feel like second class citizens when they can only read a transcript and everyone else is hearing it in real time. And so that's why we created this real time international voice translations. Now, I want to be very clear that if you have 600 people on a webinar and everyone is not muted and everyone's speaking 155 different languages, it's not going to be a pretty experience. I want to make sure you guys know that. Okay. So, but if used properly, it could be the greatest experience, right? And so let me show you a second. I'm going to start another meeting here. Right. So now you're in a meeting that I'm not in, right? Now, when I say use properly, what does that mean? That means it's if I was in a meeting, if you were all in this meeting with me, with a couple of hundred people, and I hit the translation button, this is all I need to do to get that started is hit translation. Now, what happens is I hit start translating, and you see this drop down menu? They get the same drop down menu that you get. But a lot of people will just immediately hit the start translating button. They don't choose a language and they go, I can't hear. I can't see that. Second thing is if to keep, when I hit the translation button, they're all on mute. So that way the translator is only hearing you and it's clear and crisp and very, very little latency. Soon as they unmute and start to talk, you want to have them unmuted one at a time so it can have that same experience for you. So again, it's about how you use the translation button, that is critical in that sense. Okay. But it also does transcription. So they can still have that, South American moment in the movie theater where it's being translated. And they also have it live in that perspective. Now, also sometimes if they have an old phone device or they have a weird browser, yes, I'm saying sometimes you'll have challenges, but it works on Safari, it works on Chrome, um, and it works beautifully. So let me just say that. But again, it's all about how to use that properly. Okay. Second thing is, you go, how did I go from meeting to webinar back to meeting today? Here, I just want to say it was right here in settings. All I did was click activate webinar mode. All the guests that are in my room, I can select the speakers and I hit start webinar. And then the same thing, stop webinar. That's how easy it is to go from webinar to not webinar perspective, right? Share a website. People always go, that's your sexy number one feature, but how hard is it to do? Here's how hard it is to do. You hit share a screen. If you have one of your favorites, you can literally just type it here, and then you have your buttons. Standard, interactive, stop. It doesn't really get easier than that. If it's not one of your favorites and you weren't prepared and someone wants to throw you a website, all you have to do is type in the website or copy and paste it, and you're good to go. Interactive, standard, and you actually can preview and even see it first. Okay, let me show that. Okay, for those of you, this is our back office. Okay, and many of you, and I'll show you an example in a minute, right, of some of our really cool avatars that we use. And you go, can I do that? I could do interactive. I could do standard interactive, right, on the website. But can I do some of these avatars that you've heard about or about to see or they're shown? Here, all you do is go to AI Tools. And then you go to our Avatar Studio. Okay? And this is the magical place where I like to say virtually any single person in the world can create an avatar. And I know that because the people that we've had create avatars are people I would never think in a million years can create an avatar, right? So if you've uploaded a picture from your computer, it'll be here so you don't have to do it again. If you want to upload a picture for the first time, just hit choose an image. You hit show all files, and that'll pull up every single picture that you have in your computer, and you can literally do it. So step one, can you pick a photo? Okay, everyone can do that, right? Number two, this is where the easiest part and the hardest part is, right? Is everyone can write a script. Now, you're not writing a 30-minute story, you're writing a novel, you're not writing a podcast, right? You're writing something under 5 minutes, right? And whatever you write, you just type in here, or you can cut and paste it from something you've previously done. If you've done a great audio, you can transcribe it, put it in, and then you're going to hit AI Translate. AI Enhance, I'm sorry, AI Enhance will give it personality. Not going to change your words. You'll see a whole bunch of things in brackets. It'll say clear throat here, smile here, turn the head here, say it with enthusiasm, right? And you can override that. You can literally erase it, add it, change it. And that's when people go, why is your avatar so realistic compared to everyone else's? Why is it so personal? How does it know that? That's the part the AI does. AI, again, not going to replace you. Even though you can use some AI scriptwriter perspective from some other and do that, I just like to really emphasize the point of being effective versus being efficient. And that's always that combination, right? And then let's say you're going to select a voice. Okay. We have a whole library of voices for you. So maybe you want to create a virtual assistant for you. Uh, Make a picture of her, create a voice for her, and that perspective, or it can might even be a celebrity, right? But if you want to just simply do your own voice, clone voice, all you have to do is hit record. And if you can talk into the microphone for 10 or 30 seconds, type your voice name, guess what? Remove any background noise, because we want to don't have that in the background. You've created a voice. And then all you have to do is, if you want to, you can add some gestures to it. Like maybe you want to say, I want him to put his finger on his forehead. I don't ever put gestures in because the AI enhanced script does such a great job that sometimes I like to see what it does before I override that. But it's brilliant. And then I can add the list of URLs that I want to appear if I do want any to appear during the perspective. And I'm done. So that's simple. Now, what we've done is some people were saying to us, um, that we want the video to play automatically when someone gets it, right? And since we couldn't control all the devices, right, some play, some don't, computers, that perspective. So we did make a change last night where we added like an in-between little landing page in that perspective that you can customize, so when they click on watch video, it actually will play now every single time. The other thing, when we first started, you had these kind of weird scenarios. Now you can go in and edit anything you want. So, for instance, right here, I'll give you an example. This said talking photo. Now I'm going to change this to Elvis the King, right? I could write a description. I could change the websites, the time. I could pick the thumbnail, whatever I may want to do in that perspective, right? All of that. It's that easy to do. And you'll see that change. So all I do is I hit edit, and I'm going to share it now. This is what you would see. So all of this is customizable. The picture, title, the description before they click it, and you can go in and change the old ones and do it. And now when they do it, now it'll play every single time as soon as they click on it and open it. So hopefully that helps. Okay. Don't worry, Santa Claus will get to questions in a few seconds. Okay. Good to see you. All right. So version 2.0, again, I know this is not our business opportunity where we're presenting this for the first time. This is an onboarding training. This is a deeper dive. I just wanted to show you some of the differences here. But right now, the next thing I want to do to make sure we have time today is I want to introduce you to Matteo, who's our CTO, the designer, the architect, the real smart guy behind the curtain. You all seen the Wizard of Oz, right, with the dog pulling on the curtain? That's me. I'm pulling on the curtain, and he's the he's the guy behind it, all the time. And he's really worked very hard on the cash rewards program. And I know you guys have some questions about that, about how to filter and how to look. He's also going to address that as well. But at that point, when you have success, it's really important to be able to measure it, see it, understand it, and duplicate it. So, with that, Matteo, why don't you take them on a tour?
Let me turn on my camera really quick. Okay, thank you so much, Steve. Let
Hey,
me start sharing my screen. Please let me know if you see my screen right now.
we can.
Perfect. So what I'm going to show today is the back office, the rewards program, basically. You can find the rewards section right on the sidebar. There's a My Rewards tab. You can click on it, and then you'll see this page right here. Okay. So this is the rewards page. Um, we basically split your rewards in three different tabs right here: enroller rewards, differential rewards, and royalty overrides. On the first section at the top, we show your current status. Means if you are silver status, if you are gold status, if you are platinum status, and what's the difference between silver, gold, or platinum, it that's basically means how many new members you have enrolled, paid active members. If you have enrolled 5 members, you become silver status. If status, okay, and you will see your current status right at the top. Of course, you will see your OCP balance, your total volume right here. It is always going to be your current OCP balance, open community points. And you will see how much is left to become the next status as well. It says 7 more active subscribers to reach platinum. So you will always know how much is left to become to the next status. So let me explain the enroller rewards. We paid the enroller rewards are real time. Means that as soon as you bring a new member, active member, you will receive a real time bonus. Can be up to $100, depending on the plan that they choose. You will see the total enroller rewards, the total paid, and the available funds that you can where you can request a payment. And of course, you will see enroller rewards table with all the details of 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 your enroller rewards, with the names, their emails, the date they enroll, and of course you can see detail where you will see the plan they choose, uh, the subscription they choose, and the status of this bonus. If it's pending, means that you can request that payment. Um, and of course, at the bottom of the page, you will see my pitch community, where you will see your entire referral network. Okay, it will show you total referral network members, total active members. You can download this entire referral network as CSV file or PDF, and you can choose any of the, for example, level one. You can see all your members, including your free members, your active members, or inactive members. And you can filter by active members, or free members, or inactive members. Okay, and you will see all your levels, and you can filter um, by status, active, inactive, or free. Okay. Um, then we have differential rewards that we pay weekly. We pay always on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, and we pay the differential rewards based on the status. We pay 10% if you are on a silver status. That means that you have enrolled 5 active members. We pay 20% if you have enrolled 10 active members. If you are a gold status, and we pay 30% if you have enrolled 20 members. That means if you are a platinum status. Um, and again, it's basically the same interface as enroller rewards. You can see the total earned, total paid, and the available funds. Okay, and of course you will see a table with all the details, and it's sorted by date. So you will be the most recent ones at the top. You can download a CSV file or PDF. You can see the details of that bonus. Um, and at the bottom of the screen, you will see a couple charts that is going to show you um, history by month, so you will know. You can compare every single month, and you will know how much you earned month by month, and you can compare how much you have earned on differential rewards or enroller rewards, and how much is paid and how much is spending. So you can request the payment. And at the bottom of the screen, you will see the same My Pitch community, your entire referral network that is going to be always at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Oh, and recent settlements means every payment request that you have done and the company paid. basically. So you will see all the payments uh, made by the company to you. Um, and at the top right corner, there's a there's a filter basically that change every week. So you can see the differential rewards week by week. For example, week number one, week number two, you have to click on apply period, and you will see how much you have earned week by week. Okay, this is important because we have received some feedback about it, where you don't find specific rewards, but it's basically related to that filter. Every week, these change automatically, so you have to choose the right week, or you can choose a full month, and you will see your rewards here. Okay. Finally, we have the royalty overrides, that is going to pay 5% on all your 3 tiers. If you are a pro platinum, fully qualified pro platinum, and it will pay your first 3 tiers of other fully qualified pro platinum members. You will earn 5% on your 3 tiers, again, of other fully qualified pro platinum members. To become a fully qualified pro platinum member, you need to be a Go Pro Platinum. That means that you have enrolled 21 members, and then you have to make at minimum 2,000 OCP points on a single month to become a Pro Platinum member and start earning these royalty overrides. And we pay every month, the 15th of every month. Okay. Um, you will see your 3 tiers here, and of course the table with all your royalty overrides. And because we pay it month by month, the filter is different. On the right top corner, you can filter by month. So if you filter by month, um, you will see these data changing real time. Okay. So
Mateo, I know some people were having questions about when they were um, logged into the system, and then let's say it was April 15th, and they go, "Oh, I've earned a certain amount of money, and I can go apply to get that to pay out." And then they log in 2 weeks later, and they don't see it, right? And if you want to kind of walk them through, and I'm specifically speaking, I know to Cheryl and Peter, who brought that up, and I said to them it was related to the filtering, and how you access the data. That it's there, they just couldn't see it. But I wanted you to just see if we could address that.
of course, basically on the roller rewards, differential rewards, or monthly or royalty overrides, the date filter is different. For example, we pay enroller rewards real time, and you can filter these. Um, you can choose any date range right here. For example, you can choose from February 1st to March 31, but you always have to click on Save Dates, and it will change the data automatically. Uh, we of course are trying to improve this, but basically, as I was mentioned, the differential rewards change week by week. Okay. So for example, you can say, okay, I don't see my differential rewards this week. It shows zero, so my commission was vanished. But that's not the case. That means that filter is showing the current week, and you have to choose the last week to choose to see your commissions. Or you can click on full month, okay, and you can see your differential rewards for the current month. But this is changing real time. So this is changing week by week. Most of the times, for example, if we are in week number 3, um, the commissions from last week are not going to be here, are not going to be shown. So that's what I mean with you have to change the dates to see the differential rewards, or you can choose on full month, and you don't have to worry about filter week by week. But because we this is a commission that we pay on a weekly basis, that's why we give them the feature to filter the dates week by week. Okay.
And then Mateo, explain to them. So let's say, good, I have available funds. Just walk them through the process of how do they get paid, as opposed
Okay.
to seeing what they're going to get paid. Right at the end of the day, how do I get paid?
Right. So you can see your commissions right here. But if you want to request your payment, it doesn't matter if it's a differential rewards and roller rewards, available funds. If you want to get paid, you have to go to payment and payouts on the sidebar, on the uh, on the left side, payments and payouts. Click on that, and you can see. Of course, you will see your payment method. This is your payment information, and there's a tab that says request payment right here. Okay, if you click on request payment, that will be your, it will combine all your available funds. It doesn't matter if it's enroller rewards, differential rewards, or royalty overrides. You will see the total available funds right here, and you can request this um, by choosing on this button, request payout. Okay, if you have requested a payment um, already, you cannot request another payment until the company have paid you. Okay, but this is where you can request a payment, and it will combine all the different type of commissions. If it's a roller reward, if it's a differential reward, if it's royalty overrides, you will see the total here, and you can request the payment right here.
Okay. Cheryl and Peter both have a question. Go ahead, Cheryl. You first. You're on mute, Cheryl.
So my question is, I have not requested all my payments. One payment I still have, but I can't request it because it's showing zero. It's not showing at all. It's an enroller reward, but if I hit request payment, it says you have zero. There's nothing there.
Oh, so basically, when you go to request payment, so my question is, have you requested a payment yet, or not yet?
No, I requested some payments, but this one is not showing up. Even when I go back and do the months and everything, it's showing that it's been paid. The initial payment when you went like it has never been paid because I never requested it. So, but it's not showing up at all. It's like it's not there
On request
because I
payment.
can't request it because when I request it, it says you don't have anything to request.
Okay. So you're saying, so
Can
we understand the process flow. Okay. So then we'll take this offline and look at it one. I want to make sure that we
Okay.
were filtering it correctly. So we'll follow that up with you right after this phone call
Okay.
to see if
Okay.
that's a process or an individual. Peter, did you have a similar question? Was it
Yeah, it's
similar?
very similar. So my question is, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is that I will have a payout in your payout balance. So let's say it's $150 in your payout balance, and I don't request it. And then tomorrow I look and it says 140. It went down by $10. I have no idea why. And that's my question. So before this call, I assumed it might be in the differential filters somewhere.
Could have been maybe there was a refund or a return that could have affected the money you're on.
Well, it happened several times, so I assume not. Like there'd be money in there, and then a few days later, I go in and it'd be gone, and then and it happened
Okay.
several times. So
Okay. But like I say, I want to make sure that on this call that we understand the flow. And now if it's becomes a customer service issue, right, we'll be happy to address it. But does anyone have any questions on the flow and the process? So realize when you get paid in real time by us, we put it in a digital wallet, basically, whether it be the enroller bonus, whether it be weekly bonus, whether it be royalty overrides, and you can decide to access that at any time. That's entirely up to you. but we push it to you. Some of those in real time, some of them weekly, and some of them monthly, depending how you earn. The second thing, um, before I take a question from you, Michael, I'll take that, and from Santa Claus, I know. I do want to just kind of just quickly, how do you talk about the comp plan, right? I mean, as opposed to, again, understanding the comp plan for yourself, but how do you share this with other people? And so, what I want to turn this into the teaching moment is what I like to say to people, which is 100% accurate, right? The great part about our program is whether you're using our service or not, we pay you the same. I'm saying we appreciate and respect people who refer us, regardless of what status of the product or service they may be using or not even using at all. We'll pay you anywhere from 50, 75, or $100 upfront for every referral. You get paid residually as you qualify, anywhere from 10 to 30% on the subscriptions, because we get paid for subscriptions. And you get paid 5 to 11% when your customers get excited enough where they start referring other customers, and end up building a sales organization. So again, it's a nice less than a minute conversation that no one ever comes back to me. Well, can you explain to me all the details? They just want to understand the big pictures. Like when you go for a corporate job interview, right? Is they say, here's your salary, right? Here's your maybe your Christmas bonus formula, and here's your benefits, right? And then later on, maybe I'll dig down deeper like we're doing today. But people just kind of want to understand, is there something I need to know that I should know? Because if I do what you say, I just want to make sure that that's going to happen the way it is. And that's what I'm saying. 50 to $100 upfront, 10 to 30% residual, 5 to 11% on a sales team. That's not hyping an income. That's simply just stating what will happen if people love the product, meaning that they end up use, talk, and demo. Okay, go ahead, Michael.